Hey, good afternoon, guys. It's Mike. It is October 23rd. It's about 1:40 in the afternoon. I thought I'd come in and give you guys some quick thoughts here as we get late in the afternoon. So we are definitely seeing some different action today, something we haven't quite seen in a little while, and we're getting a downtrend day so far in the markets. So let's just go into some of it, talk about it, and I'll post this, guys, so you can watch it real quick. So the SPY, first of all, opened at a new all-time high today and had been selling off right from the open all morning long. And the honest answer is this is the spot you'd like to see it hold, which is Friday's open, which is right here. We just went below it and pulled quickly back above it. You can see the reversal candle here on the chart. So what we want to do is, by the way, you guys can chat with me. I have the chat open. Be happy to interact with you. So watching the market, see how it handles here. We've had a downtrend day. It's the first downtrend we've had in forever at this point. The Qs, which were weaker earlier all day, have showed a little bit of strength at this point. But again, trend down day, back on the 8-day where the SPY is way above it. So it's a change in action. We haven't seen the action like this in a while. IWM, after that big gap up above the downtrend, is now back below it here. So we're just kind of getting some very whippy, choppy action with a very, very heavy earnings week in store for us here. Only thing I traded today was Costco. I did not make a lot on it. I got stopped out early on it for a gain. And I just exited some calls I've had in C since Friday. And the only reason I exited them here is just in case. I just, at this point, well, I don't think we're going to sell off. What if the market pulls? I think I want to go into not November's, but out into January's on Citigroup. So I took them off flat, and I'll revisit this tomorrow, but maybe the action is a little bit different at this point. Option flow has been mixed all over the place today. Now we're seeing some puts on UAA coming in here. They're flowing in very quickly. There was just some news on it as well. UAA talks that they may exit the outdoor tennis area. So we're seeing some puts coming in on it. Let's take a look at that real quick. Yep, getting smacked. No surprise. Weekly 17s are being swept along with 1750. So just seeing flow coming in both ways. Hey, Mark, how are you, man? How you doing out in Chicago, my friend? So the action's just a little bit different today than we've seen. Just bears noting and looking at. FANG names have all been beaten today and abused, some worse than others because of the Barron's article. Amazon has had big flow into it today, but it's down near the lows here. Google, again, both these names have earnings this week, has been beaten down all the way to the 21-day here. Facebook beaten down to the 21-day. This is a theme here at this point. You can kind of see this. They're doing this to all the names. Netflix is actually holding in better because it's already reported earnings, so they're seeing a little bit better action there in Netflix. The one that needs to be bought on every dip here is NVIDIA. NVIDIA, even though it doesn't look great, get it to NVIDIA, you can see here that they're buying every dip to the 8-day. And they're just putting it in. They're just keeping it in here. They're not letting it go above 200 yet. They're keeping it in check at this moment, but they're buying every dip on it at this point. You guys need to pay attention to this. AMD does have earnings tomorrow night, which will affect NVIDIA. Just be aware. So if you're in calls for the week, be aware you're going to get hit or have a big pop based upon whatever AMD does at this point. The flow overall, though, is mixed, kind of mixed out there. Some big names, which we'll go over for the close, that have seen some full close. We've seen some UVXY, we've seen some CRM, we've seen some IWM puts, some XLV and XBI calls in some large numbers. Just very, and Mondelez has been just absolutely on fuego today with the call buying. But you have earnings, and a lot of the flow is around earnings, which is telling me just to be really extra careful. By the way, another reason I'm worried about Citigroup, GS here is getting smacked again hard at this point for no particular reason. So as we head into the late afternoon, watch and see how the SPY handles this area. It's a reversal candle at this point, right? We've made a reversal down. We're on the lows. How we close now will kind of give us an idea of what they may want to do with it. We're still well above the 8-day. There's no real fear here. The VIX, guys, is not doing much of anything. We spiked a little bit earlier right? And now we're all the way back. We've given that whole spike back, and we're almost back to the lows on the day. So there's no fear in this market. I'm not sensing any kind of sell-off, but I'm definitely sensing they're playing some games here. And I saw an article out earlier that, the funds may be more interested at this point in trading crypto than they are stocks, and that could account for the really low volume we've been having in this market for the last 3 weeks or so. So I don't want to spend a lot of time. If you have guys questions, pop some of them out here. I'd be happy to answer them. But overall, no real damage to the market. Just, certain things not the place to be today. Apple caught this big pop, saw it, called it out, but there's no call buying behind it. This was just a quick pop, nothing behind it, no juice, no oomph. They're not buying into it. And when I see them not buying calls on a pop like this, it usually means just to stay out of the way. Just let it go, or if you catch it, you scalp it real quick. Pay attention to earnings the next couple of days. Big week. And I'll be doing my recap video on the close, and I'll be back, and maybe I'll shoot that one live as well today. Hope you guys are all doing good. Thanks for joining me here today, and we'll do this again. If you're interested, smartoptiontrading.com. Join me. Give me a call. Have a good afternoon, guys, and I'll catch you later.